Hello fellow Sudokans and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle. It's Saturday the 1st of April 2023. Another scorcher here in Thailand, meaning it's a very hot day. I will be getting on with the New York Times hard level Sudoku puzzle in just a tick. Before that, I would just like to say that it's coming up to New Year here in Thailand, and our New Year celebrations are noted for water fights. Yes, you heard me correctly. Water fights. Not violent kind, all in fun, but kind of can get to be a bit crazy, I guess, at times. But normally people wear Hawaiian shirts and they have water pistols, or they have like a small bowl which they fill with water. More traditionally a small bowl. The water pistol came in about 20-30 years ago, something like that maybe. But anyway, it's always in good fun. But I see that it's in full swing now. That happens in the middle of April, 13th of April. And so something nice to look out for there. If you are coming to Thailand for that celebration, be prepared. If you're coming to Thailand during that time and you don't know about the New Year, beware. You will get wet because this is the first year back with our celebrations after being on hiatus for 3 years. If you really hate it, don't go out. Avoid it. If you are what's the word, so about it, let's say, not uncommitted about it, go out and have fun. I promise it is a lot of fun. You will enjoy it, but you have to throw yourself into it. It's one of those experiences you have to actually kind of push yourself into, and once you do that, I think you'll enjoy it. What's happening in global news? I see Jacob Chansley, the QAnon shaman, known as that extreme nutjob supporter of Trump, who dressed up in Viking helmet, etc., and painted himself in the stars and stripes, is going to be released early. Seems okay. I mean, I'm all for penal reform and definitely not for long prison sentences. But let's just hope when he comes out, he gets some kind of psychiatric help, because he clearly is in need of it. Right. Okay. Now, if you're wondering why there's a blue 4 here. That's because when I just filled in the grid and it said this is not a unique solution. So without that 4, it would not be a unique puzzle. I couldn't be bothered to go back and put in all the numbers again, so I've just added the 4 here and now. So that's why the 4 is blue, but this is actually a given number, not something that's just come out of my head. Right, and in fact, since that is highlighted, I think that's how we're going to begin, because I can see the 4s blocking up here, and so I'm going to get myself a 4 like so. I see 9 blocking this square, this 9 blocking those squares, and this 9 blocking this square, so we're also going to get a 9 there. The 2 blocks all the way up here and gives me a 2 here. 6 blocks across there, that means that's a 6, and then we just have that 9 to finish. 6, come back to the 6, because 6 blocks like this, and that's going to give me a 6 there. We have 1 down here and 1 up here and 1 across there, so let's get a 1 into that square. What are we missing from here and here? We are missing 7 and we are missing 8, so that's what goes in those 2 squares there, 7 or 8 only. Okay, we've got 2 and 3 down here, and we've got 2 and 3 up here, so we know that this is a pair of 2 and 3. Can't quite say which is which yet, but at least we can say what's down here. It's not 2 or 3 or any of these other numbers, so it has to be 5 and 6, I believe. So we've got the 5 blocking here, so here's the 5 and here's the 6. Now I said this was 7 and 8, didn't I? And so that's 7 or 8, so that has got to be 7 or 8 in the last 2 squares here. think that's right, isn't it? Okay, and now we had, what did I say, 2 and 3. And so 2, 3, 5 and 6 across it. This is definitely 2. It is 2, 3, isn't it? I'm going. Right, okay, it is 2 and 3 are here. 6 and 5 block across here. So we have 6 and 5 in those squares. So the 5 blocks there. So that will be our 5. That must be our 6. We can take the 6 going across here and down there. That's going to put 6 into that square. 6 down here and across here. There's another 6 we can place. I think we can go down here with the 6s and across. I'm not sure if this is the last one or not. Yeah, it was. How about that? So this is 7 and 8, right? Because this is 7 and 8 and this is 7 and 8. Okay, let's see what we've got across here. Anything? So the 8s will be down here. 7s. Yeah, this is 7. One of our missing digits here is 7. So 7 blocks across here, 7 down here, 7 up here. That has to be a 7. And then since 7 is in one of these missing squares, across here, that will be a 7 there. 7 blocking down here and 7 across here means 7 in one of those squares blocking up to the top. 7 up here, 7 across the top 2 rows means that must be a 7. We have 9 blocking across here and 9 up here, so there's a 9 we can grab. 9 up here, and 9 across here. Here is our 9. 9 blocking down here and 9 across here means 9 is in one of these 2 squares. Blocking down here, 9 across here, 9 across here. That must be a 9. Oh, actually I said 9 blocking like this. I didn't notice. Look, I actually got a 9 blocking there anyway, so I could have put that in a second ago. I just didn't see it. My eyes didn't extend that far. Anyway, that is the final digit 9, so that's useful. Now, since this was 2 and 3, this is going to have to be 2 or 3 as well. I can't say which it is just yet. One, 2, 3, 8. Okay, but we've got 8 blocking here and we've got 1 blocking here, so this is 1 and 8. So this also has got to be 2, 3. So we've got 2, 3, 2, 3 like this. 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3 in this square here. And this is going to be 2, 3 as well, isn't it? Because we know that this is 1 or 8, so that's 2, 3, and that's 2 or 3 as well. Not sure how it helps that much though. What do I know about 4? 4s are in, let's see, 4s are in these squares here. They are in those 2 squares there as a possibility. Still like that, I guess. I see 5 blocking up here, 5 blocking up here, and 5 across there. So that's going to put 5 into that square. We're going to be left with 5s in that pattern there. I don't know if this means anything, but I see the 2 blocking across here. What else block? Anything else? 5, 9, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 9. No. Okay, so we will get a pair of 2s in those squares. Does that mean anything? Means... 2s are like that. I don't think so. Right, I think missing numbers here are 2, 3, and 4 for this column. We've got 3 and 4 in this row, so that's going to have to be a 2. And now that will help us, because the 2 that I discovered across here means 2 in those squares, blocking down here, 2 blocking up here. That must be a 2. And then 4 blocks across here like this. This will be a 4. Now, I think this 3 might help us. 3 across here. Remember, we had 3 in... This was 2 and 3 in these squares, do you remember? If not, you can see it now. Anyway, look, there's 3 blocks up here and 3 down there. So that will be the 3, and that will be the 2. Then 2 across here and 2 across here puts a 2 into that square. What was this? 7, 8, wasn't it? 7, 7, 8, 7, 8. Is that right? I think it is. So if this is 7, 8, we can get this number here, can't we? That has to be a 3, I believe. There's only one missing digit in this column. Let's do that next, now that I've seen it, and I know you've been shouting and pointing at it. Thank you very much for your help. 4 across here, 4 across here, 4 up there. There goes the 4. I'm just going to go through the digits and see if there's anything that is kind of easy that I've missed. Okay, excuse me, I was spending a long time looking at that, but that's because I was looking at all kinds of things, actually. is done already. Okay, so we had a fairly easy run up to this point, and this is a sticking point, I guess. Hang in there. I'll switch to pencil marks very soon. Don't worry, the game won't go on for too long. I can't see it, so I will use pencil marks to finish off the game. As I often have to say here, this channel is not one that proscribes the use of pencil marks. Okay, just one, 3, and 8. Okay, I can't see it. Right, let's put the pencil marks in. So we've got 7 and 8 there. We've got 7 and 8 there. We've got 1 and 2 in those squares there. I'll put that in just to do that. We've got 1 and 8 in these squares here. In these squares here, we've got 1 and 8 as well. It's been frustrating. Now we've got what's the number blocking down here? 7s. We've got 7s in those squares as well. We can also put 1 in that square there as a candidate. Twos are in those squares there. 5s are down here, I remember. And 5s are in those squares there. In fact, 2 can be in either of those squares. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and put in the rest of the candidates properly now. So we've got 1, is that done? 1 blocking across here like this, so we also can get 1s in those squares there. We have 1 blocking across here. We can still possibly put 1s into those squares, and the 1 blocking across here means that we can also still put 1 in those squares. That's all of the 1s in, I think. Now let's just double check. There's a, I don't know if you're hearing this, there's a taste of Thai music. My God, that is loud. This is a okay, I was telling you before about New Year. They're just advertising like New Year's activities coming soon with music, I presume. Okay, so it looks like, despite my looking at this column a gazillion times... Oh no, hang on a second. No, it's not true, is it? No, because 2... still possible in those squares. Oh, I was going to say I did look at that enough times, and I thought I didn't find a pair of there. Okay, almost made a mistake there. Right, so let's just check that again. So 1s, yeah, I think that's right. 2s are there. 3s now. 3 blocks up here. So we get 3s in those squares there, and we also have 3s in those squares. Down here we have 3s like this, and over here 3s in the corner squares. Let's have a look at that, make sure it looks okay. I think it's okay. 4s then. They're all done. I think 5s are done for sure. 7s. Now 8. What do we know about 8? We have 8 blocking across here, so we can still fit 8 into those squares there, and here we can still fit 8 like this. Down here 8s can still go anywhere, actually. Oy. Okay, and over here 8s can still go anywhere, I think. Hopefully I haven't overwritten something I did before. Right, okay, that's it then. So now I think we have the whole picture. I do believe we have the whole picture now. And so here, I figured there had to be a pair somewhere, and I was looking up and down. I just couldn't find it, but now when the candidates are in, it's much easier to see. And so we have a pair of 1 and 8 here, so that means that that must be a 3, and that means this is going to be a 3, and then that should be enough to finish the game, I guess. because there's not that much more to do, is there? So we've got a pair of 1 and 8 here, so this must be a 2, this will be a 1, and yeah, 2 is okay. Right, let me finish off with this 1 and 8 then. So let's get rid of the excess candidates. 1, 8 there, 8 there, 8 there. Right, let's just see what we can do. 1, 8, 1, 8. Okay, those 3s have got to disappear, and that will give me an 8 in, oops, 8 in that square, 8 in that square, 1 in that square, 1 here, 8 there, 7 there, 8 there, 7, 8, 7, 1, 8, 1, 3 to go there. Let's get rid of the 3s. Put a 3 down here. The last number to place here is a 4. That means you're a 2. You're an 8. 5, 4. We still need a 5 here. And this will be a 2. And that's our, what is it? New York Times hard level game for today. So didn't manage to spot the naked pair of 1 and 2 up there, but I'm sure many of you did. So well done you. See you another time. Bye bye.